What's up YouTube, David Taylor here with Techno Buffalo, and today I'm going to show you all how to root and install 4.3 Google Play Edition on your Samsung Galaxy S4. Just so everybody knows, this is a rooting video, so in case you have any files that you want to have saved, make sure you save everything on your desktop before you do this tutorial, because everything on your phone will get erased. This is also a very generic version of how to root and install ROMs on your device, so you can do this on other devices. Just try to follow along with the tutorial and use different files for your specific device. This tutorial, however, is going to be on the i9-505 model of the Samsung Galaxy S4, just so all of you know before you start. This is going to be a more generic rooting video as well as installing ROM, so I'm going to be using the Samsung Galaxy S4 i9-505 model, and I'm going to be using the Google Play 4.3 edition of a ROM just to show everybody what it looks like to install it on a device. So if you want to follow along and do this exact tutorial, just make sure you have these devices, the i9-505 model. I'll show you right now in the settings, but you can do this with other devices as well. You just have to find the right files for your specific device. So if I scroll down here, right there, GT i9-505, and I'm running 4.2.2. This is the most updated version of the Samsung Galaxy S4. So if I go over to the computer now, I have the links on the Techno Buffalo post that'll be on their website. Just scroll down here. You want to download Odin plus your custom root file, which is right here, I believe. It's right here. So if you have a different device, you don't have the Samsung Galaxy S4, if you have any other device that you want to be able to root, Odin is probably the best way to do it. I just like doing it this way because it makes sense and it works very well. So you want to search for your model number of your phone plus Odin and then root at the end, and you'll find the files that you need. But for this one, you want to download this and then go back over to here. You also want to get your custom twerp file, which is a custom recovery file, and then you also want to download your ROM that you want to install. So after you download these three files, and these are the other areas to get it, so here's the twerp file. It's 2.6.0.0, just to make sure you guys have this, and the .tar, you want to make sure it's that. And then over here is the Google Play Edition. This is the ROM that you can download. This is the 4.3. This version is the final version 2.2. I'm sure it's going to get updated in the future just in case anybody is trying to download this at a later date. Now, if you have a different phone and you want to download a different ROM, all you have to do is search for your phone model and ROM at the end of it, and then you can find the 4.3 edition or Google Play Edition or any other type of ROM that you want to download. And once you get that download, it'll look just like this. So it'll be in this zip file right here. And again, this is just a very generic version of a rooting video. So this is what it'll look like for the ROM, and this is your auto root folder, and then this is the twerp file. So once you get all those downloaded, all you have to do is unzip this, the auto root, click on extract to or extract here, and it'll make a little folder right here. Open this up, and you want to right click on odin.exe and click on run as administrator. And you just want to make sure that a yellow box is showing up. You do want to have your device plugged in, as I do right here through USB. If you have a USB 3.0, try plugging it into USB 2.0 if it doesn't work right away, because sometimes the 3.0 slots don't work. And again, if it doesn't download all the drivers, also just try a different USB slot or a different USB cable, because USB sometimes is a pain in the butt to get drivers installed. So once you see that yellow box, that means you're good to go. You just want to go back to your desktop, click on My Computer, make sure your phone shows up right here, double click on this, and now what I like to do is after you go into the storage folder right here, I click here, I make a new folder and call this ROMs. This way you can put all of your ROMs, all your data files into one folder that you can find later that I'll show you in the video. So I'm going to open up my folder that I have all my other files in right here. And if you watched my previous Galaxy Note 2 video, this is basically exactly the same tutorial. I just wanted to change a few files so that you could see how to do it on like other devices besides the Note 2 or the S4 here. So right here is my ROM. I want to drag and drop this into my ROMs folder on my phone, and then just let this transfer really quick. And now this will be, you'll be able to find this later in the tutorial so that you can install it once you get rooted and once you get twerp installed, which stands for Team Win Recovery Project. You can also install Clockwork Recovery, I believe it's called, and you can use that as well, but I like using twerp just because it looks better and you can do more things with it. So once you get that transferred over, that's basically all you need to do with transferring files. You can exit out of your phone on My Computer. Now you want to go back into the folder right here that you had the CF auto root, right click on odin.exe again and click on run as administrator. and just make sure that's still there. Then you want to go over to your phone and put it into download mode. Now the way you put it into download mode is you restart the phone. So just hold in your power button, click restart. And this might be different on other phones, but this is for the Galaxy S4. Click OK. And now as it restarts, I'm going to hold in the volume down button, the home button, and then I'm just going to power it on. And you'll hear a little noise right there. And then once it starts booting up like that, you'll see this screen, and there's no countdown timer on this. All you have to do is hit volume up, and this will put it right into download mode right there. All right, now the next thing you need to do is get your device rooted. So we're going to right click on odin.exe and click on run as administrator. And just in case there was another yellow bar, another little box here, you want to exit out of that and just reopen it just to make sure there's only one. We're going to click on PDA, and then you want to go find the auto root folder or the auto root file that you had before that you downloaded. So right here is the CF auto root, whatever your device is, this is the folder. Click on this. And then you also want to make sure it is a .md5 file. That way it'll be able to root using Odin. So click on this, click on open, and then once I hit start, you're going to see a blue bar start to go across the screen. And then also in the messages file down here, you'll see a bunch of text. And I'm just going to hit start, and you'll see it right here. And then let this completely finish. After this, you'll probably see a little red Android guy, and it'll just flash a bunch of files up the screen just to show that it is being rooted. And then once this finishes, if you get a green pass right here, that means you're good to go. Right here you can see there's a blue booting recovery thing right up there. Let this boot into it. You see your little red Android pirate guy, and he's flashing the files right now to make sure it's rooted. And once this finishes, you want to also put it right back into download mode, so I'll show you how to do that right after this is done. Okay, so that finished, and now once this starts booting up, you want to make sure that it goes into download mode. I'm just going to grab the phone again, put it in, click the volume down button and the power button and the home button. All right, so here we go. I just turned the phone off, and I'm going to power it back on to put it into download mode. Right here. There we go, and we're going to hit volume up to put it into download mode. There you go. And now you want to flash it with Twerp, which will install the custom recovery. So I'm going to exit out of Odin once again, open it up just to make sure everything's reset. I'm going to click, after you get the yellow box there, I'm going to click on PDA. Go find the custom Twerp file, which is still in the same folder right here, Open Recovery Twerp 2.6. Click on that and click on Open, and then click on Start. And now once this finishes, you'll actually have a custom recovery on here, as well as you'll be rooted. And this is really quick as well. And then once it starts rebooting, you want to actually boot into Twerp. And now the way you do that is turn this off once again. So I'm going to hold in the power button, just make sure it boots all the way off. This is a very quick version of it. You could boot into the home screen and do all that stuff, but this is a lot faster. So once this boots off, I'm going to hold in the volume up button and the home button to boot into Twerp. So now I'm going to turn this on, and you should see at the very top here a blue booting recovery right up there at the very top. And just keep holding the home button and the volume up button until it boots fully into Twerp. There you go, you'll see Team Win right there, and it'll boot into Twerp, and this is where you can see the 8 buttons right there. So now to get rid of the old files, you want to go into Wipe, and then go to Advanced Wipe, and click on Dalvik Cache, System, and Cache. Now this will erase all files on your phone, so make sure you guys have backed up your phone. At the very beginning I said this in the video, so just make sure everything's backed up, all your apps, all your data, anything you want saved, make sure it's all backed up. So after you do Dalvik Cache, System, and Cache, you want to slide to wipe it, do that, and that'll just erase all the files, all the junk files on your phone, just to make sure everything is good to go. Click on back, hit back again, and one more time, click on install. And now you want to go down to find that ROMs folder that you created earlier. It's right there. But just in case you're not in the correct spot, if you're all the way back at root right here, if you have that little slash right there, you want to scroll down to where you can see SD card, which is right there. Click on SD card, and then scroll down to where you can see ROMs. Click on that, or whatever you named your folder. Click on ROMs, and you should see the ROM folder or the ROM file that you saw or that you added to the phone earlier. I'm just going to click on this. And then all you have to do is slide to custom flash. So I'm just going to slide that over and just let this install. And then once this installs, you have the ROM installed and everything will probably work fine. But just in case everything doesn't, I'm going to go back to the very beginning where you can see wipe again, and then do a factory reset. And now what the factory reset will do is it'll erase all the files that you had on it before, but it will still keep the custom ROM. So you'll still have 4.3 Google Play Edition ROM installed on your S4 or whatever ROM you're installing on other phones, but this will just make sure it's a completely brand new ROM that you have on your device. So once this finishes, I'll show you exactly how to do that. All right, so there you go, that's finished. Now you don't want to click on Reboot System just yet. You want to click on Back, and one more time. Then go up to Wipe again, but don't do anything else. Right here you see Slide to Factory Reset. Just do that really quick. Should be a pretty quick process as well. There you go, once that finishes, now you're good to go to reboot. Just gonna hit Back, then click on Reboot, and click on System. Now once you hit System, it's gonna reboot into the custom root ROM file that you installed before. So right here it says Fix Permissions. If it does show up as this, don't worry. All you have to do is slide to fix the permissions for the root, and it'll just automatically reboot. And then once this reboots, you'll see the, if you're using the Google Play Edition, you will see the Google Play Edition's animation for the boot logo once this boots up. And this might take a little while the very first time you're doing this, just because it is installing all the new firmware that you just put on the phone. So right here you can see the Google Play Edition custom files. And then once this fully boots, I'll show you all what it looks like on the S4. And just in case anybody's wondering, you can install CyanogenMod on this as well. CyanogenMod actually supports a lot of different phones. So go to their website, check out which phones are supported, which nightly builds versus custom builds and all that kind of stuff are on there. And you can actually do the exact same thing that I just showed you. But instead of putting the Google Play Edition zip file in there, all you have to do is put the CyanogenMod zip file in there, and it'll just follow the exact same process, and it'll do a different ROM. So in case you guys were wondering, you can do it that way as well. So here you go, this is the boot screen. I'm just gonna go through all this, and if you wanna do a different language, you can obviously select different ones here. I'm gonna just do English. Okay, so here's the home screen. I'm just gonna click OK on this, and just to show you all that this is stock Google Play Edition, you can see right here, these are all the apps that you have installed. Over there you see Super SU, that means you are rooted. Obviously this wouldn't work if you weren't rooted. Just go back to here, show you that this has all the files or all the same settings that a Google Play Edition phone would have. That's basically it. Everything is working. I don't think the hover touch settings are working on this ROM specifically, but everything else does work. You can check out the forum post for that to see what works and what doesn't work. But from what I've been able to test, data works fine, texting works fine, and calling as well. So everything that you need to have a basic phone for does work perfectly fine. So in case you want to do any other ROMs, just go check out the forums and see if you can have any other ROMs that you want to install on your phone. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. I'll be responding as Robo13 as my account. So just make sure you look out for that account just in case. And if you run into any issues, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to help you out. Oh, just to show you guys that this is 4.3, I'm going to go down to settings. Let's go down to about phone. And right there, Android version 4.3. This 4.3 is actually available for the S4 currently right now, but this is just to show you all how to install Google Play Edition onto your Samsung version of the S4. So I hope you all like this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. My name's David Taylor, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.
What's up, everyone? John here. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I certainly hope you did. Click on the subscribe button right under me in my pants region to get tons more tech videos from Techno Buffalo. We've got awesome unboxings, comparisons, reviews, recaps, and everything else you can think of in the tech world right here on the channel. Join the herd today. If you want to check out some more content, just click right over this way to see some other recent videos. See you guys next time.